And this here, what you see right in front of you on the dollar yen, this is the dollar closed at 79.12. When the index pushed up towards the 77 on the dollar index, on the 77, you see that the US dollar went all the way up to the 81.12, and it did actually go above the 81.12. And then when the dollar failed on the index, you saw the capitulation in the dollar, and that is it is matching it one for one. So this now is a chart that the dollar yen confirms, or is being confirmed, the dollar index and the dollar yen pretty much move in the same direction. So one confirms the other. There is a positive correlation between both. So in this case, I do have a beginning of a buy signal over here on the dollar index, and if this continues to push higher, and your next structure point is the 75.94, so it's about 40 pips away. So if it does come above it, I'm going to have the same expectation over here of reaching a couple of hundred pips on a couple of hundred basis points on the index. Therefore, if I go back to the dollar yen, when it broke above last time, when it broke above the 75.90, the 79.52, we had this explosion. This is where it stopped, and right now it just came up for the last 3 days, once and twice. So it has failed to go above the 79.52 twice. So therefore it closed the week at 79.12. Then there is no reason for us to buy it unless it gets above the 79.12, and if it does, it should give us a very decent move, probably all the way up to the 81.12 other structure point. So our buy, let's look at the intraday chart. Look at the structure point here, the 79.52. If you look at the intraday, if I put my structure point here, 79, I want you to see where it falls. Look at this area over here. That is your structure, and there are two momentum highs labeled by the green. Therefore this is such a powerful zone up there, so we're not even going to think of buying it unless it gets above it here. So this is our buying point, and it is also our structure point, and it will also be our stop, because you see how it goes to it and repels, breaks below it, repels. So if that's the case, I'm looking for the similar behavior, so I'm going to buy it, and that is going to be my stop right there. I'm not going to give it too much room. On the short side, I think we were talking the other day about the nothing day, and this is basically a nothing day. So we're not going to go short unless it takes out that nothingness, so it takes out the low. We can find better trades that will pay us with a lower risk, that will pay us much more money at a shorter period of time. So in this case, our selling point is going to be a trade below the 78.46. And when you plot your structure points and significant points, you'll find that identifying your trade is done so quickly, and it doesn't require more than 4 or 5 minutes. Like what we're doing here, 5 minutes, you analyzed and you did your plan. So this is, I'm using the structure point. My structure long is, in this case, it's still the 59, it's still the 79.52. So my long point is my structure point, is my long stop. And on the short side, I'm going to go short below 78. I think it's 48. Let me double check that. 78.46. Okay, and now I need to find the stop. And there's nothing here, nothing but air. I mean, this here is the all-time historical low in the history of the dollar yen. So if it takes this low, we are looking at major capitulation. I mean, this thing is 78.81. So it should, if it breaks these lows, it should go to the 78.37 here. So the 78.37 is going to be our new structural short. Doesn't make sense. This is 78.46. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 76.37. That's fine. And you guys, when you do your homework like this, you will realize that why the numbers make sense, doesn't make sense, so it actually becomes more clearer in your head. So, but if I'm going to go short below 78.46, which is those 2 days low, and I'm expecting major capitulation to the downside, I'm going to place my stop above the 78.88, which is going to be somewhere right there. So I'm going to take it short. I'm going to put my stop right there. Okay, so this is the dollar yen. We are going to go long above the 79.52. It is also my structural long point, and if I do go above it, I'm going to use it as a stop. On the short side, I'm short below 78.46, and if I do, I'm going to place my stop about 50 pips above it, so it's going 30 pips above it. This is going to be 78.88, and my structural short is now the all-time historical short for the dollar yen, which is the 76.37. And if I break the 78.46, we should be looking for a move, and at least to test the 76.37. So you have to have a very strong bias upon a break below the 76.37. Okay, that is the